All right, Kristen, now hear me out. We're gonna do something a little different this time. I got that breathe because I say that all the time.
Yeah, I feel like it's always something different. At this point, it's just like we're just gonna do
So
something.
right, something we haven't done yet. So there you go.
Okay,
Um,
one gotta go. I'll just play.
it's called overrated, underrated. So I'm gonna throw out some like topics, and you just say overrated, underrated. You can kind of deliberate a little bit. Obviously you don't have to go like deep into detail. Just maybe a sentence or two about your explanation, and I'll kind of we'll feedback on it for each other.
Okay,
But I have a list here. We'll see how we make it to the whole list or not, depending on how it goes.
overrated.
But first up, the podcast.
Overrated.
Nah, just kidding. But first up, Game of Thrones.
Overrated.
Overrated. I knew
I,
you're gonna say that.
okay,
It doesn't get a
okay.
lot of hype.
So I only reason I'm gonna say overrated is because of all the hype that it received. Um, it was I think it's still a great series. Well,
But
I
you
don't
ain't
know.
watched the series.
Well, I can't say. Well, I watched some episodes. I watched some episodes with y'all, but and from what I'm hearing, like it ended horribly. But like, if we're talking about, can I include
House of the Dragon.
House of Dragons to that?
Yeah.
If I include House of Dragons, then I'll say it's where it needs to be. House of Dragons was amazing. That was amazing, like start to finish. I thoroughly enjoyed House of Dragons, but
My boy.
Game of Thrones was super hard for me to. I can't even like start because it's just too much. Like I don't know, it's super slow for me at least at the very beginning, and it hasn't grasped my attention. And I
No,
think
I feel you.
when things receive too much hype, it kind of makes me not attracted to it anymore.
Yeah, for me, like there's a whole bunch of characters at the beginning that they're trying to introduce, and you're like,
Who
they
is this
forget
person?
names, and it's like they're some of the names are like very similar. So it's like, bro, well, I get you, I get you. Next up, Bad
well,
Bunny.
what about you? Do you think it's overrated or underrated?
Uh, I'm gonna stay with underrated
Underrated. Okay.
because I feel like more people need to watch
There's not enough people watching. There's not
it.
enough people talking about it. Okay.
Next up though, Bad Bunny.
Damn, that's a hard one. Hmm. I don't know. You tell me first.
I
You
don't.
actually listen
Okay,
to him a lot more than I do.
I do, but I kind of want to lean towards overrated, just because there is a lot of hype towards him. Uh, like, I mean, maybe
He's technically number one artist right now in the world.
he is. I mean, he has some great songs. Like you said, I do listen to him frequently. Um, and he's like, there's some bangers for sure. But I just feel like there's just so much hype around him. It's like if he dropped any song, no matter how what it was
How
or what it
good
was
or bad
about,
it is. It's kind of like a Beyonce.
yeah, they're just fans are gonna be all over it. So
Okay. I could say overhyped also, but with the overhype, I can say that he kind of, you know, he is what I think people think he is. You know what I mean? Like there are a lot of bangers, there are a lot of hits. He's always throwing out hits. It's not like he's just, there are probably some songs out there that probably aren't all that great, but for the most part, he's always putting out new music. He's staying relevant. He's still people are reciting his songs start to finish. Um, you know, it, he's a superstar, and
he is,
he's
yeah.
very catchy. I think he's a little different than most of the other Hispanic singers and stuff. But I can only say that from what I know. I don't really listen. Not like I sit here and be like, "Oh, put on Bad Bunny in the lookalikes." Not lookalikes, but you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah, yeah, I get you.
but yeah, like I don't know. I can't comment on that too much. I'm gonna just say I'm gonna go with you and say a little overrated as well. I'm gonna put him in the category I put Beyonce, and that's overrated.
I feel you. I feel you. Next up, Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
I thought you were gonna be like next up Beyonce. Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. I'm gonna say Chick-fil-A in general is overrated because I feel like their chicken is good, but I feel like to make their stuff better, it's the sauces. that people really crave over it. Even the chicken sandwich. Is everybody's like, oh, well, you gotta put the sauce on the chicken sandwich. It's like, so is chicken sandwich
You
good
do.
or is it
Is
basic?
it soft good? Yeah.
You know, in its basic form is overrated.
No, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you just because I don't think it's at the level of Raising Cane's or I can't like Raising Cane's chicken without the sauce is nothing. But
Exactly.
if, if but Chick-fil-A, the chicken sandwich by itself with no sauce, it's not horrible, but I get what you're saying. So I'm gonna stick with underrated as well.
When I put, we went against like the chicken sandwich when Popeyes came out with that chicken sandwich, the Popeyes versus the Chick-fil-A, everybody was like, oh, well, you got to add this sauce and add these things to the Chick-fil-A one to make it comparable to the, to the Popeyes one. But
Popeye.
the Popeyes one is at its base form is really good. So
So what do you put Chick-fil-A sauce on the Popeyes one?
that's doing too much. The Popeyes sandwich already has a sauce, so,
Uh,
so you throwing a sauce on there would just really just probably fuck up the sandwich.
I feel you. I feel you. Next up, Kanye West. I know, a tough one.
Both.
Right? That's kind of I get what you're saying because I feel like his music is underrated, and but people kind of the I guess his actions and whatnot. People have like people react to his actions as opposed to like his music and kind of like push him to the side.
Yes, I would say, like you said, his music is underrated, but his fashion line is overrated.
Oh, I
I,
forgot about it. I forgot about that.
exactly. So like his fashion line, when I seen him putting out shirts with holes, like he's making people look homeless and but charging people a fortune for it. That's super overrated, and I don't know why people are paying that much for it. Like, he was selling white tees for like $200 something, and I was like, these are white t-shirts. Like there's nothing
Get this sold at
special about it.
Walmart.
Exactly. He could have got it from Walmart, threw a Yeezy label on it, and said, here's another $200, $300.
Yeah, like I said, I forgot about his clothesline, so I'm gonna definitely have to agree with you that I feel like he's overrated in that, but underrated in his music because he does have some bangers.
Mm-hmm. But he also
Um,
has a lot of flops too. Old Kanye was definitely underrated, but newer Kanye is overrated.
Next up, TikTok.
Hmm. I'm gonna say underrated. I'm gonna say
My boy,
underrated because I think that there's this stigmatism about it that like that
dancing
is
girls.
bad for you. Like
Oh.
the only thing you saw, yeah, I would say that like dancing girls, the short attention span and stuff like that. Obviously, you're tired of something, you just swipe. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of stuff people learn. Like a lot of people are learning off of TikTok, and
Hmm.
people are teaching a lot off of TikTok. So whether it's and it's quick stuff, and it's crazy what people can fit into a minute. Or I think they raised it to 3 minutes or something like that.
You could go up to 10 minutes now,
Oh,
bro,
10
if you
minutes.
really want to.
Oh, see,
Yeah, not many people do,
but you can.
you can.
So
Yeah.
people are putting out recipes, and being able to put a recipe in 10 minutes into that is amazing. And it's a skill, and I think it's definitely underrated.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna agree with you on that one. Like, I kind of use it a lot more than well, I wouldn't say more than Google, but I use it almost pretty frequently, especially when I'm looking for like a place to go, like good like Chinese restaurants in San Antonio or whatever. Like instead of going to Google, I go to TikTok so I can see like a little video of it and see what they're ordering and check the comments and stuff like that. So definitely do feel like it's underrated. And it's always funny when people kind of bash on TikTok and say like, "Man, every time I open TikTok, this is the only thing I see," and it's
But
like
this is
it's
stuff
your
that,
algorithm, bro.
yeah, that's your algorithm. So that's the stuff you see. That's the
But
stuff
you're
that you've been
exposing
looking at.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna
What's
agree
your
with you on that one.
what's your algorithm looking like?
My algorithm's all over the place. It's like there's a lot of reselling stuff on it. Let's see, there's a lot of like comedians. Let's see what else is on there. I can't even remember the rest. You put me on the spot, but
I was just asking if you're on TikTok like that. Is it like what kind of stuff is it that you be seeing? Like I know for sure on mine, I also have comedians. For some reason, I have a lot of police videos. Um, I
I
have
have a lot of
I have fight videos for
uh,
some reason.
I have a lot of people like different podcast kind of thing. Like those ones like sport podcasts where they play like sport games and quizzing each other and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of
Oh,
interesting.
okay. Yeah, no, I don't. I think I have maybe a couple podcast stuff on there, but nothing too
A lot.
crazy. But mostly
Yeah, I have a lot of
comedians.
yeah, a lot of sports stuff too. Like especially when it comes around to like football season.
Mm-hmm.
It's like every other video is like something about fantasy football or cowboy highlights, some shit like that.
I got some dancing stuff. Only because I like to, I like looking at dancing.
Hmm.
Pranks. I got a lot of little prank stuff. I hate those videos.
Oh yeah, I have a couple of those every now and then. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, the prank videos are a little too much sometimes.
I
But I
know.
do have a couple of those. But yeah,
Next up on the list, it's all over the place. So I'll go first on my opinion on this one. But avocados,
okay,
I'm gonna say underrated, just because I feel like they're obviously they're like a good source of fat, right?
yeah, they are a good
And
source of
then
that.
they can. I feel like you can add them on a lot of different things, from burgers to sandwiches to eat them with some cucumbers, and I just think they're delicious and they're like good for you. So they're a little expensive, and I hate when they charge extra, like at restaurants for like guac,
Mm-hmm.
because they be charging a lot.
They do.
I get it, but at the same time, but
I,
so yeah, I'm
I
gonna say
respect
underrated.
it. I respect it. I'm gonna go with overrated. The only reason is because I love avocado. I do. And like just like you said, all the stuff you talk about is really good for you and is really great. But the only reason I'm gonna say overrated is because the avocado lovers are over the top about it. And avocado in its pure form is doesn't really taste like much. Like you have to doctor it up. You got to add a lot of stuff to it to make it taste better. Um, you're never gonna see somebody just chop up avocado and just eat that bitch. Like that, but that's what avocado lovers make it seem like. That's what you do. I eat avocado and everything. Oh, avocado, avocado, avocado. Avocado is a great source of fat, but it doesn't have much of a taste, and that's the overrated part for me.
I feel you. I feel you. I've seen some people where they chop it up and they you start adding stuff to it, but you put like lime and salt.
Yeah,
That
that's
helps pretty
delicious.
good.
I've tried
Yeah,
that.
that is
Lime, salt, and pepper.
good.
It's delicious.
Yeah, you're making me hungry.
I'm over here eating watermelon.
Right. Next up on my list, a former place of my or I used to work at,
But
Bucky's.
go ahead.
Uh, I don't know. I feel like it's getting overrated now because I've been there recently, and it's like
The
there's
hype
been
is
some budget cuts.
Bucky never
Like,
shows up anymore.
yeah, no, like, because when I worked there, like that's funny because that's when I started drinking coffee because it was
Hmm.
free, and I was working at 6 a.m. So it's like I need my coffee. um, yeah, so I would get coffee there all the time, and it's like pretty good. And then recently, probably a couple months ago, I guess, I went there, and like the whole coffee station was like completely different. They had like nothing good.
He said budget cuts.
I was like, bro, I could get better coffee like a Quick Trip or something. I'm not bashing on Quick Trip either. Like, I'm just saying Bucky needs to at least get to that level.
Yeah. I
And then like the soda and stuff is like all like Bucky branded soda and stuff like that. It's like I don't know, budget cuts. And it is an expensive place overall, just in general.
Yes, it is. It's
I mean, I
it's
love going.
expensive, but it's also inexpensive. It's weird. Like they do have very unique stuff there as well
True, true,
that you can't get anywhere but Bucky.
true. I mean, I love going to Bucky's. Like, I'm not gonna say let's not stop at Bucky's. And Ava like loves Bucky too. Like, anytime she sees like a plush of Bucky, she like tries to grab it and stuff. Like, trying to make me go broke.
I'm gonna go with you. You said overrated too, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree, overrated. And the reason I'm gonna say overrated is because there are people, Texas people, who feel like every Bucky's you gotta stop at. Like if you pass by Bucky's, you gotta stop there. And sometimes I'm guilty of that, and I know that it's just like I don't need to go to Bucky's, but I want to. and
Yeah.
it's just and it's one of those things that it's just that's the overrated part about it. But it is its own experience. It has this unique snacks and stuff like that,
It
and
has clean bathrooms.
yeah, clean one of the cleanest bathrooms. Um, and it's just but overly packed all the time. Oh my god, get a little tired of that. But the accessibility of everything, they have a lot of they have a lot of bathrooms like toilets and stuff like that on top of all the gas pumps. Yeah, plenty
Yeah,
to
you got plenty, bro.
you know what I mean? So that's the good thing about it, but like I would say overrated just because of that fact of I know a lot of people who just like it's Bucky's, I gotta stop. And I know I can be one of those people, especially like road trips. That's always the biggest thing. It's like we gotta stop at least one or two Bucky's. Um, if you're trying to go eat, you're like, well, can you just hold on till you get to Bucky's?
Right.
Because you get the
You gotta
little
pee.
you gotta get that
Hold on to get the buggies.
exactly. Hold on until you get to Bucky's. You get your tortilla with the sausage on the stick. That shit be fire with the barbecue sauce, bro. You know they stopped giving you barbecue sauce.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Budget cuts.
I was like, yo. And he was like, oh yeah, we don't do that anymore. What do you mean? That's the whole point of getting this thing. I was like, well, I don't want it no more. Yeah, we don't give barbecue sauce no more. Y'all probably need to.
That's what I'm saying.
Bucky's making a
That,
lot of money. They're making a lot of money
that's what I'm
still.
saying. Like, I don't know, bro. But
Mm-mm. The CEO is like, I want the money.
moving on. Amazon Prime.
Oh, underrated.
Underrated. Yeah.
I fucking love Amazon Prime. So that's a hard. I'm a very biased person when it comes to this. If I can get my stuff shipped quicker, I would be happier. But the fact that they hold true to it, and I don't know how the hell they do it. You can order something from China, and that bitch can really be here in 2 days, and I don't know how how it's possible, but they make it happen. So I definitely cannot say that's overrated. Like that, I feel like hey,
You do order from Amazon a lot, bro. I
who
feel
me?
like anytime I go, like anytime I'm over there, a box comes or something.
Always, always.
For me, I don't use it that much. When I do it, it does come in clutch. Cause I'm a procrastinator, so I'm like, oh shit, we need this for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh well, the only place I can get it is Amazon. Um, so with that, I probably will say it's underrated. Um, but barely, just a little bit, cause it has its hype. People know about it.
Almost
Uh,
definitely, but you pay for what you want. But I
yeah, it
definitely
does
think
come in clutch.
it comes in clutch for sure. It's weird that you're paying money to get quicker service, but you gotta pay money. You're paying money, pay money type shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I know, right?
But hey, I'm all about getting things when I want it, and sometimes it helps a lot of stuff. A lot of times, because it's hard to find the stuff that you're looking for, but Amazon has it,
Yeah, and they get it quickly too.
and they get it to you quickly. So,
So
and it's crazy how like if you really just like search through Amazon and Amazon Prime, like if you find that same item like cheaper on Amazon, it's weird.
yeah, and then they do have a really good return policy. Like they're not gonna like fight you on it or anything. So I
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
that's amazing. I had my projector had went out a year after I got it, almost a year after I got it. It was starting to go out, and they gave me a new one. No charge, no nothing.
Oh,
And I
nice.
was like, oh cool.
Yeah, I had to recently return some things from because from the '90s party that we went to that
Mm-hmm.
you had. There's some things that we just didn't use,
Mm-hmm.
so I returned it, and it was pretty simple. It was kind of weird though because uh it was they gave me some options on what to choose on how to return it, and it was like on two of them,
It got to
it
be
was
the
like
Kohl's
you could
option.
it was the UPS option. It was like you can bring it to UPS, they print out the label, and then they'll ship it. And
Okay.
then
Yeah.
but then like it was weird because on one of them it was like if I can't remember, but so it was weird because they were like either charging me, they were gonna charge me if I printed out my own label at home. I was like, I can just print out the label here. Why are you gonna charge me? I don't know. It's kind of weird. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, I'm agree with you. Or what did you say? You said underrated, right?
Underrated.
I guess we probably have time for like one more. I'd say.
Yeah, we're in the 20-minute mark.
Okay. Jesus. All right. Last one. Um, seltzers.
Oh, overrated. Overrated. Throw them away. Oh my god.
Bro, I
I
don't
don't even know
know.
who introduced the first seltzer, and I hate them for it. Now everybody feels like we gotta have a seltzer for everything. Like every beer company has a seltzer now. Overrated. If I want a seltzer, I'll just go get a fucking carbonated drink that has no flavor.
Right? No, I agree with you. Like for real, like almost every company is coming out with one now, and I don't know why. Like this is so hype for I don't know what reason. It doesn't taste that good. I mean,
Well,
I'm not gonna deny like say I haven't bought some seltzers, like, but
but it's like, but why? Like, I don't understand. If I'm gonna drink alcohol, like, I don't want it to taste like carbonated water. I don't.
right.
I don't know. That's just. I'm just weird about that.
Is it supposed to be like healthier or what?
It's technically supposed to be healthier.
Uh,
How
but you're
I'm
still
not
drinking
sure, but
beer.
it's
You're
still
still
it's
drinking
still
alcohol,
alcohol.
like
It's still alcohol in it regardless. But it's seltzers. But
yeah.
literally
So I'm okay,
every beer company has a seltzer.
right? Even like companies that aren't like beer start coming out with some like there's like Sonic seltzers.
Yes, yes, I've seen those. I
Those
was
are low
like,
key.
you said they're good.
No, I haven't. I want to try them, which I hate because I know it's probably not gonna be that good. But I don't know.
They always sound great. The flavors sound amazing. And you taste it, and you're like, why did I fall for this again?
It's a scam. Stay away from them, guys. But yeah, that's all I have for the underrated, overrated. Comment down below your opinions on these. Let us
Yep,
know what you guys think.
yep. Other than that, you ready to get the podcast started?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, getting the podcast started in 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? This is your boy Chris,
And this is Vic.
and welcome to Now Hear Me Out. This is episode number 96, and welcome to the podcast. If you're listening now, make sure you click on that like, subscribe button, click on that bell notification so every time we post, you get notified. All right, Vic, it's been 2 weeks. We
It
didn't
has
post
been.
last week, so here we are this week posting. Mainly my fault. So I know we
That's fine.
usually go with you, but we're just gonna start with me. Um,
Go for it.
just
Go
to
for it.
just to explain, what happened. No, nothing bad actually. It's graduation time. So I think
Mhm.
Wednesday. No, we usually shoot on Tuesday. Tuesday was a graduation. It was my cousin's graduation, and that mug lasted all the way to like 11 o'clock at night.
Bruh.
And then
What time did
when
it start?
it started at 8.
Oh, oof.
Yeah. So I was like, we could have probably squeezed in the podcast, but I didn't want to push it.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday, Kayla had wanted me to come to her camp. They had like some talent show going on, and that also started at like 8 or 9, and that lasted until like I stayed there until like 11. Also,
Oof.
11:30 ish.
How far was it?
It's like 30 minutes from my house, so it wasn't too bad.
That's bad.
Yeah, but still, staying out that late, and yeah, so did that, and then Thursday, of course, that's when it drops. So I was like, let's just push it back to this week. But yeah, so that's basically my at least that part of reason why we didn't drop it. Kayla had camp from last Saturday to Friday, the next Friday. So while she was gone, I was just gaming and everything else, just chilling. We had her birthday party
We did.
on the Friday. Um, and it turned out great. She wanted to have a 90s dance party, and exactly was that. It was a 90s dance party. We had the lights going on, and the music, some games,
The outfits.
the outfits. Hey, yeah, we had everybody dressed up, and it turned out really well. I was
Yeah.
thoroughly impressed on everybody actually participating for the most part. And the outfit dressing up. I know Kayla's working on the video, like the little TikTok of You know,
Oh, nice.
everybody coming in with their outfits and stuff. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
whenever that
Hey, if she needs
drops,
some
it'll
help,
drop.
you
Huh?
know. I said if she needs some help editing, I got her.
Actually, I probably need to have her reach out to you. But yeah, but that's mostly what happened for the most part for this whole week that's been gone. Did I do anything this last Saturday, Sunday? Oh yes, we had a wedding to go to on Saturday,
The
and
wedding season.
yeah, wedding season. And we had hit my cousin's graduation party to go to. So we thought the wedding was supposed to be on Sunday, but it was actually on Saturday, and they were happening literally almost the same exact time. So his is from
Bruh.
3 to 8, and hers was luckily it was from 5:30 to like 11. And so yeah, we went to his first, and then went to the wedding right after. So
Did you go like dressed up?
no, no, no. Well, we went to the wedding dressed up, but we,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. But
my cousin's house is right around the corner from us. So
oh yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
so we went there first, came home, got dressed, and then went to the wedding.
Nice,
And
nice.
as we crazy story, as we were driving to the wedding, we ran into a hailstorm, like
Oof.
a hailstorm, bro. Like at first it started raining really hard, we couldn't even see anything, and then I was like, oh man, it's starting to hail. I was like, I'm gonna get to a gas station. I know there's a gas station coming up. The road started flooding. Um, and I got to the gas station. Gas station's covered with people. Like,
Yeah, I bet.
yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep driving until I find something available, or at least find like a bridge or something. But by the time I can even find something, it stopped, and I was just like, damn, we really drove through a hailstorm. Most
Damn.
random hailstorm. It was literally like maybe 10, 15 minutes, and it was gone. Sunny, sunny.
That's
Um,
Texas for you.
that's Texas, bro. Yeah, I haven't even checked her car yet to make sure she doesn't have hail damage. Hopefully she doesn't, but if she does, I would not be surprised.
Right.
Yeah. But yes, that was my weekend and my week updates, my week's worth of updates.
Well, I don't have too much. I'll just get like two things really. This past weekend, we were actually down there for Leslie's niece's first birthday party. It was pretty cool. It was at the pool. But
Why'd
speaking
you
of
say it like that? It was at the pool.
that, anyways, it was at the pool. Uh, but then it started getting cold and it started getting like kind of windy, and like we probably should go inside. And then as soon as we like got inside, it started raining.
Damn. Okay. Well,
But it was kind of
great
funny.
timing.
It's kind of similar to what you were saying because like I was like we got back to the apartment. I took a shower over there, and then like by the time I was done with the shower, like it was like sunny outside, bro.
Like it never happened.
Like it never happened. I was like, bro, we just go back to the pool.
Not go
um,
back. Not go back.
right. No, but that was a pretty good time. We stayed over there at her sister's place like all weekend. So it was cool kind of hanging out with them. And then also on Saturday, I was helping out my mom because they're moving into their new place.
Oh, did they
So
already start moving?
yeah, they started moving. They're doing like it's a slow. Well, they're doing a slow move. So they got the keys like probably about 2 weeks ago,
Oh wow,
and
that's a
then
really slow move.
yeah, no, because they're yeah, so they're gonna take this whole month basically to move stuff over.
Okay.
They removed some stuff last weekend, but I wasn't there, so I was able to help them out this weekend. So it's pretty cool. This is the first time that well, it's the first time I saw the house that they have it, but it's kind of weird because it's actually one of our childhood friends used to live in that house when we were younger. So like I've actually been in the house before, not often because it was more like he was my brother's friend,
hmm
but my brothers were like there pretty frequently. Um, so but yeah, I'm happy they finally got their a new house and they're actually like buying it instead of renting. So it's like they're forever home because you know.
That's good.
But yeah, that's pretty cool to
How
see.
how was the condition when y'all like they started like how's the condition of the house?
It's not bad. I mean, there's some stuff that they need to update and stuff like that. Like some doors need to be changed, and um, she was like, my mom was like trying to put a new lock on the bathroom door. I forgot what reason she explaining because she said it had one, but she needed to change it for some reason. Can't
Okay.
remember. Uh, But yeah, that's pretty cool. This is it's kind of cool, random, but like in the kitchen, there's like a booth and like with a little like chandelier light. It's random as fuck. I'll take a picture next time and send it to you, but
Interesting.
it, it's different. And at first, the first they said they were gonna like remove it and like take it out just because it's like, why is it here? But then it's growing on them and everyone kind of likes it, so they're gonna keep it.
Yeah, as character.
It's pretty cool. Like it's that one thing like I don't know, it's just that one thing in the house, that stands out.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
But
okay.
besides that, I don't really have any other updates, so I guess I'm ready to hop into these stories.
Yeah. Yep.
For our first and only quick mention, talk about Kristen's favorite rapper, Drake.
Drake.
But I feel like I threw in the story just because it was Drake.
I feel like that's why
Uh,
you always do it. If Drake's ever mentioned this Bailey for me for some reason.
the super quick mention though, but like he was on a live and he was like basically he was partnering with a company and kind of like giving out gifts to people, and he was gifting a fan $500 during the live stream,
Mm.
and then his card got declined, and he went on to say like embarrassing. But it was kind of funny. It's like, bro, could you imagine like you Drake, you're on a live stream, got all these people watching you, and then your card gets declined.
Cardi line. That's wild. It's like, man, I know. I can't imagine that.
Yeah, people went to Twitter started roasting him. So,
I don't blame him. I would have did the same.
but yeah, like I said, that was just a quick mention. Figured you would like to know that your favorite rapper's card got declined.
Hey, I'm out here for it. Man, I ain't gonna act like Drake ain't got no money. Stop playing.
Right, but it's always embarrassing when your card gets declined. Like, bro, I have money. You like your first instinct is like, you don't want these people thinking you like broke or don't have money. Like, it's something with the bank, bro. I promise.
Mm-mm. So
Uh,
what? So okay, I'm actually looking at this because it's So he was doing kick streaming. Man, you should have sent me some money.
I
But
know,
like
right?
it had like all his information on here.
I know. I saw that picture too. Like,
It like
I
entered
don't
it
know.
said enter code. He put his code in.
But I guess you can't see the card. I see the card numbers kind of like
Yeah, it's blocked out, but it's still
blocked out.
It's weird. Yeah, why he didn't send me some money? I'm on kick. I'm on kick.
Get to it,
I want $500.
bro. For real.
That's fine.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of you see the when Mr. Beast like something about sharing a post you might win 10,000 or something, and then everyone started posting it. Did
And
you
then
see that or no?
yes, well I seen it and then it was so many people posting it and I was like, I know half you motherfuckers do not watch Mr. Beast. And then somebody had photoshopped the photo of like Mr. Beast holding up a sign saying this was just a joke. Take your ass back to work.
I'm dead, but those things are always kind of weird because like obviously like see I'd want to win, but at the same time I don't want to like post and share this shit and then like because people roast you. Oh,
Are they? Because
you
I feel
know.
like everybody was doing it, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But he was
uh,
choosing like 10 people. You know the rarity of one of us being chosen out of
I know,
everybody.
I
Your
know.
best bet would be to go to South Carolina and just chill around and walk around until you see Mr. Beast doing some extravagant shit and hopefully get some free stuff. Like,
I, I'm mad that you knew where he lived because I didn't even know, bro.
you didn't know he stayed in South Carolina?
No.
Yeah, so he stays in South
Shit, bro, road trip.
Carolina.
So South Carolina's not that big, right?
Go see Mr. Beast and see J. Cole.
It's like a mix of two random people, but
Two super random people.
shit, I'll be down.
Shit, I think it's either South Carolina or North Carolina. It's one of the Carolinas for sure. Let me see. I'm about to Google that shit right now. Mm.
Are you googling for Mr. Beast?
Yeah. I know J. Cole is in North Carolina. I mean South Carolina. Man, now you got me I'm second guessing myself.
I don't know. But shit, I mean, either way, both
North
states aren't that
Carolina.
big.
Yeah, North Carolina.
No.
Sorry, he stays in Greenville, North Carolina, which I think that's I think J Cole stays in North.
Greenville,
I think J Cole actually stays in North Carolina also.
bro. So you knew they lived in the same state. You just didn't know which one. So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you were there. You were there, bro.
yeah.
But anyways, you want to take away the next story?
After I figure out where J Cole lives,
That you good? I do think it's
I
but
think
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't want to
it's
sound
North Carolina also.
like yeah, that sounds right. But
Yeah, I got the Carolinas wrong. It's actually North Carolina. So go to North Carolina, walk around, and hopefully he's selling, buying a car lot or something like that, or buying a store, and you can just go in there and get all the crap you want.
bro, I saw that reminds me because you see those videos like you have a minute, anything you put in your cart, in the next minute I'll buy it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you seen those kind of videos? I saw someone do that, but it was like it was a prank. So at the end, he's like, "All right," and he just walked away.
I'm dead. I'd be upset, bro.
Bro, the look on that man's face, he was so defeated.
Just when you
But I don't
thought you
even.
had a moment, you was like,
I
"Oh
would just
yes,"
I would push that cart off and just like walked away and just went home.
because a minute, bro, I could do some with some minutes.
I know he was hustling too. He was
Just go to the
shit.
thing and just
Exactly. You don't even care what you grab, bro. It's
not at
free. It's
all. It's
shit.
free. I think it's cool when they like he goes to like Best Buys and stuff, and he's like he puts a circle, he makes a circle, and like as long as it doesn't touch this
Oh
line,
yeah,
you can have whatever's in it. And I was like, man, I wish that was me. TVs on
bro.
TVs on
For
TV,
real. Shit, just resell them hoes.
right? And he talked
Let's say I
about.
like.
Go ahead.
Like I say I like the ones. Well, I know a lot of people do. Was like, do you want to buy this or a mystery box?
Mystery
Like,
box.
bro,
Always go for the
I
mystery
always
box.
go to mystery box. Or the would you like to take this money or double it for the next person?
Take it. Depending on where it's standing at the moment.
For real. Or there's one where like he does like here's $1,000. Do you want it or do you want to give it to a random stranger?
And
But
then
in your back of
give
the
it
head
to.
you're like you give it to the random stranger so that he can give you a bigger like the same
Yeah,
gift or whatever.
he literally just gives it back to you. So you give it, if it's like, would you take $1,000 or would you give $10,000 to somebody random? And he gives $10,000 to somebody random. He's like, oh, for your kind heart, here's a $10,000 for you too.
Yeah, no. Right. It kind of like at one point though he's like too big and I feel like people gonna know that.
Yeah,
But
if he's not already too big, I feel like Mr. Beast is pretty known.
he's huge, bro.
Yeah, so he went into his whole thing about YouTube and how like he makes the most out of his things. So basically what he does, his YouTube videos is he makes his YouTube videos regular, right? But then he has some people that transcribes his YouTube videos into different languages. And then he also like has his videos in different languages as well. So he's generating more revenue and more views and things like that from different areas. He was like, he's like, it's so simple. I don't know why people don't do it. But
Hey,
he
he's been
now everybody
he's
can
been at
hire
it for
people.
years though. So yeah.
But
'Cause
yeah,
he's been at it for a while, like just making YouTube videos. Obviously, in recent years he's blown up, but I know he's been like trying for a while. So
and the case that he happens to just you know what, I'm gonna speak my mind. Mr. Beast ain't nothing against you, but he does give off asshole vibes, like behind the scene asshole. Like I really feel like he's probably a really asshole to his friends. Um, yeah, I just he just gives off that to me. I hope he's not, but he gives it off like.
yeah, I know what you mean. It's always kind of weird too, like when he has like friends competing. It's like, but these are your friends. I don't know. I kind of get what you're saying.
Well,
Like,
I get it it's for video and for content when he does it, but like
uh huh.
I really feel like there is a part of him that's just like a real like butthole that we just don't. Obviously, nobody's really seeing because all we care about is the free stuff and the gifts and things. But I really feel like he probably is an ass to some of his friends.
Who knows? Let's get him on the podcast.
Mr. Beast, if you're listening, I need you to clarify some stuff. So if you want to join the podcast and help us with some views and stuff, please do. You're more than welcome to, hop on and, just let us know. If, let us know how you really are. But other than that, let's go ahead and jump into this first story. Do you have anything else to say about that?
No,
Mr.
no,
Beast,
no,
we're
you
having
good.
a whole
I know
moment about
we're
Mr.
getting to
Beast.
the.
But anyways,
Nothing.
this story has to do with a Louisville man. So a Louisville man reportedly shoots his roommate in the buttocks during a fight over the last Hot Pocket. What would you do for a Hot Pocket?
Nah.
So it says
Man.
it said depends. Vic still buys Hot Pockets. I didn't know. I don't buy
you don't
Hot
buy
Pockets
Hot Pocket?
anymore. No.
But I feel like recently we've been kind of like on a, I want to say Hot Pocket craze. It's not like we buy them all the time, but like they are convenient.
I can understand that, but I don't know. It's just Hot Pockets don't be hitting for me like that.
Mm.
I'm more of a noodles person. I always have a noodle craze. Like I can eat noodles every day and never get tired of them. Big has to add cheese to his. So
Bro, I had noodles like yesterday, and I added cheese to it. This time it was cheddar cheese though, not like because last time I added cheese, it was like I only saw sliced cheese in there, so I just like ripped some parts up.
that shit looks so disgusting. I ain't go cap. I was like, what is that? It was so ugh.
Bro,
So
you hating on my cheese.
So it says the alleged victim told police he attempted to fight against Williams before fleeing the Louisville home. He made it a few blocks away to get help. It says a judge has since. Did I like miss something? I feel like I did, bro. I skipped the whole fucking story. My bad. So let's back up. I was like, why am I reading this? So okay, so it says a Kentucky man was charged with shooting his roommate in the butt after accusing him for allegedly eating their final hot pocket. Hey man, stuff gets serious. You eat the last thing. You never know what's gonna happen. It says on Saturday, local police officer Clifton Williams, they arrested Clifton Williams on assault charges. The 64-year-old reportedly shot his roommate in the butt as he tried to exit their shared space. 64, bro. 64, man. You came into a hot pocket. Why are they doing all this, Vic?
Right.
It says the roommate said, I was shot in the butt while trying to leave. And it says the judges imposes a no contact order. Suspect pleads not guilty to assault charges. It says police say the argument began after Williams started throwing tiles at the unidentified victim upon learning that he had eaten the last hot pocket. The alleged victim told the police he attempted to fight against Williams before fleeing the Louisville home. He made it a few blocks away to get help. It says a judge has since imposed a no contact order, and Williams has pleaded not guilty to the charges. Meanwhile, the victim was taken to a nearby University of Louisville hospital where medical professionals treated him for minor injuries. It says CNN reports that Williams' bond was $7,500 per court documents, as Jefferson Circuit Court clerk spokesman. His next court appearance is reportedly scheduled for Tuesday. Okay, so Vic, hot pockets. You shooting somebody for your last hot pocket, bro? I eat your
Bro,
last hot pocket. You got a gun. What's going on?
first of all, I'm definitely not gonna like pull out a gun on somebody because they get the last of anything, bro. Like, first of all, they show a picture of this guy and he's like older too, and it's like,
He's 64.
yeah, he's like, bro, come on, like, just go to the store, buy some new hot pockets or do something, or like, obviously this shouldn't have gotten to this level. Um, but people
I,
do a lot of things when they're hungry.
yeah, I learned old people don't really know how to control the temperature well. Like at that point in your life, it's just like fuck it. And
Right.
I think that's where he was at this moment.
Was there? Did it say how old the roommate was or no?
Nah, he was unidentified. I'm
But
assuming he has to be around the same age. So
it'd be weird if it's like a 30-year-old or a college kid or something. But I mean, what? How would you react whenever if you had like, because you had some bad experiences with roommates, right?
Yeah,
Like,
not enough to shoot him.
what's like I guess the most you done? Like, just kind of yell at them or what?
No, I was very non. I didn't really talk to my roommates much. So if stuff like that happened, I learned to. That's when I ended up getting my own mini fridge and stuff. And I think I
Yeah,
just learned to, separate my stuff from their stuff. So everything that was in that kitchen was literally just theirs.
yeah. I feel you. Like, just talk it out. Like, don't bring out a gun. Like, I remember there was one time at the apartment where I had a roommate who was kind of like, he was not fun to be around. I guess you'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I will say one time, this man had like a whole like 182 pack of cheese. You know, I love cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I was a college student, and so I was eating like probably like a bologna sandwich or something, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want some cheese on this hill. So I took a bag of cheese, and then he comes walking in. And, like at that moment, I was like, bro, out of all times, I was like, I'd never see him. He stays in his room. This man just had to come out and see me take his cheese, and then he's like, he basically told me not to touch food. It was like, all right, well, I'm still gonna eat this cheese because it's already on my sandwich. But uh, and there was another time where like my other roommate Michael actually he threw a party,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the next day he like was talking to Michael, like basically saying like don't throw parties here, blah 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 blah.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, and there was another time where it was me, Michael, and Casey. So two of our friends, we were like playing some Call of Duty in the living room,
Mm-hmm.
and he came out, and was like like basically telling us to be quiet, like, bro. So, roommates can be difficult, but like to shoot a guy with a hot pocket, that's just way too far.
He said, "Hot pocket." Bow.
More like shot, more like shot pocket.
Shot pocket. It's not that serious, you guys. Don't be shooting
Right.
people over hot pockets or any type of food.
I was about to say,
Is there a food that you feel like if somebody ate the last of it, you're like, look, that's the last straw.
like you gotta leave, bro.
We're fighting. Like, is there anything that you feel like will put you there?
Um, I don't think maybe it was like some leftover. I'm trying to think. I don't know, bro. Maybe like a steak or something.
Not
Um,
a steak, not leftover steak. On top of that,
well, not leftover steak, but like if I
motherfucker,
had like
you ate my last
a
steak.
like a filet mignon in like in the freezer.
I'm dead. Okay,
This boy
okay.
pulled it out, grilled it, did everything with it. I'd probably be a little upset.
Little bro, that's a filet mignon. Like we're fighting. I might fight you
Right.
for a filet mignon. Like if I spent a lot of money on something, and you purposely just went in there and just decided that, hey, I'm going to help myself, I'm gonna first ask you to pay me back. If you don't pay me
Right.
back, then you would be paid with fist. And then I'm
Yeah,
still gonna want my money. I still gonna want my money back
right. Like I think that's valid. At one point, especially when it's comes to something like expensive like that. Like a hot pocket, bro. That was like what, $2?
easily.
But steak, come on,
He
bro.
said, "You get my last hot pocket, motherfucker." You must not know who I am. You must not know. A surprise is in Texas.
Oh, we get right.
It's in Kentucky. But man, Texas man, that boy
Hey,
would
man.
have probably been dead. We carry guns. He said legally carrying guns.
But moving on to the next story, also about food. Um, Taco Bell. Everyone
Taco
loves Taco
Bell.
Bell.
Yeah.
But first off, did you know that Taco Tuesday is trademarked?
About who? I know LeBron James tried to trademark it.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and read the story a little bit. So Taco Bell made headlines in May when it let the world know it wasn't going to stand for Taco John's keeping ownership of the Taco Tuesday trademark. The
Ah,
Mexican chain. I like how they said the Mexican chain, referring to Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is not Mexican food, people.
The Mexican chain even filed a petition and enlisted the help of the GOAT LeBron James, who once tried to trademark the phrase himself. In response, Taco John's doubled down on Taco Tuesday, which it had owned since 1989 in all states except for New Jersey, where it is controlled by Gregory's Restaurant and Bar. Taco John's CEO Jim Krill said in a statement that when a big bad bully threatens to take away the mark our forefathers originated so many decades ago, well, that just rings hollow to us. If living mouse means filling the pockets of Taco Bell's armies of lawyers, we're not interested. Both chains have seemingly benefited from the publicity, but what are the real legal ramifications? To learn more, blah blah blah. But yeah, they kind of go on an interview. I'm not gonna go into the whole thing about it, but do you think Taco Tuesday should be trademarked by one little restaurant?
Man, if you trademark, you trademark it. But I just think it's still weird to trademark a saying. I don't know. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
I
just
mean,
is that much to go this far either. They're literally having a war over a phrase, and it's just wild to go this far.
yeah, I mean, I kind of get it, but I mean, at the same time, like, I hate that the boy the guy from the Taco John's was talking about our forefathers originated so many decades ago. Like, bro,
Right? It's Taco Tuesday, bro.
bro, it's like Taco Tuesday. Taco's been around since forever. Tuesday's been around since forever. Like,
He said, but my forefathers came up with that first. So I
and
don't know.
I do feel like people are gonna kind of side with Taco John's because like you kind of said, Taco Bell in this situation is kind of looking like, hey,
The bully.
we're a big business and we're like we have lawyers, we have money, we can fight this out in the court if you want.
Well,
So
they do. I've never heard of Taco John's until now. So
right.
I don't think Taco John's is gonna win this one. And I seen
You don't
that
like the
to know. I even seen LeBron James like they have a whole like commercial and everything
yeah
for it now.
commercial for it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
It's saying that Taco Bell will have to show evidence the mark is actually just a commonplace expression. Probably they could hire an expert to testify on that. They can submit any evidence that they can find. Um, but yeah, like I mean, I feel like it's pretty. It wouldn't be that hard to find because like no one really knew that it was trademarked or that it was, or even heard of Taco John. So like,
yep.
mm,
Yeah, I remember. And then like on the commercial, I think LeBron James is like, "How can you own Taco Tuesday?" The phrase Taco Tuesday.
even though
And
he tried to
even though
own it,
he's trying to own it, like I just didn't think it was that big of a deal to really like own this phrase like that.
right? I
It's
get, but I do feel like
popular.
it's a good like publicity stunt for them.
Oh, most definitely. But Taco Bell already has so many publicity things.
But Taco Bell is not. Is Taco Bell trying to own it though, or are they just trying to like free it?
Um, I'm not sure because not like they didn't use it in the commercial.
All right.
So
It's just weird. Like I don't. It's weird that I don't even know how trademarks works because like what in New Jersey this other restaurant has it, so I guess they only filed for the trademark in that
I think it's like the way
state.
trademarks work is, you're able to claim it. So like, well, obviously you're able to claim it, but anytime it's said or used or something like that, you're technically supposed to get paid for it. So I think that's the whole point of like the trademark portion of it. You can't just go and be like, "Oh, I claim this, I want to get paid for it." Like it's like, no, this is mine. You got to pay me for it if you want to use it.
Isn't like isn't Super Bowl trademarked?
I think so.
I think so. Like I think like a lot of commercial stuff refer to it as like the big game or
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. But I feel like they still say Super Bowl Sunday for certain things.
Yeah, I know it's kind of I don't know. But trademarks are just kind of weird just in general. And I know there's like a lot of trademarks that like get declined because it's like too broad.
Mm-hmm.
But um,
Like a Taco Tuesday should have been probably.
Right.
It feels pretty broad. But if they've been having it since 1989, like I think it's weird to have something and then somebody is able to just come and be like, I want it now.
Right.
It's
So I
just
think
like, well, I already have it. It's like, but I want it.
give it to me now.
So I definitely see that big bully coming out of them.
Right. Yeah, I looked it up for the Super Bowl. Apparently, it's been trademarked since 1969.
Jeez.
And NFL considers any commercial activity that uses the term Super Bowl to be in violation.
Yeah, sounds about right. Interesting. Well, that's all I have to say about that story, Rick. You
Yeah.
have anything else to
we
add?
got Now we got time for another one, or
That's it, bro. We're at 55.
all right.
I feel like we kind of went kind of fast.
Well, this yeah, a little bit, but I guess let me say my closing remarks.
Cool, cool.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at nowhearmeout.kv.
KV,
Email us any stories, comments, questions, concerns at nowhearmeout.kv
KV.
at gmail.com.
I don't know why I put a question mark on
Go ahead and follow and subscribe on our YouTube at Kristen Vic parentheses NHMO.
that. NHMO.
Go ahead and leave us 5 stars on iTunes.
5 stars.
Follow me on TikTok at weirdvic_flips. Follow us on TikTok on Now Hear Me Out Podcast. And check out our spread shop at nowhearmeout.myspreadshop.com.
I'm wearing one of our merch
Bro, we gotta
hoodies,
trademark that.
hoodies now. Um, yeah, we
We
got
gotta trademark that NHMO.
NHMO. You have one of the NHMO shirts and stuff, right? Do you have one of the hoodies
Uh,
or the shirts at all?
no, I need to get one, Loki.
Yeah, you probably need to get one. But okay, so it says NHMO, right?
Uh-huh.
Obviously, it says NHMO. Why did somebody come up to me once and was like, "Oh, I thought it said no homo"? Like, okay. I was like, I guess if you would have like abbreviate no homo, I guess maybe close.
People, I don't know, they ain't the brightest.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah. But you guys can follow me on anything and everything at Beast Mode
How's
Chris with
the
the ease of threes.
how's the Twitch going?
I like how he's just like, F what you're saying. Let me just ask you this question.
Well, I mean, it's what they want to follow you on. I just want
Yes, Twitch. Twitch is going pretty well actually. I'm getting more followers. And I've been trying to stream a little bit more consistently, and it's been going well. I can't complain. It's been really well.
Okay.
I might be streaming right after this. So but again, you guys can follow me on anything, everything at Beast Mode Chris for the ease of threes. That's Beast Mode Chris for the ease of threes. That's on Instagram, Twitter. I have Facebook. I think it's also Beast Mode Chris. And yeah, just everything. I'm still working on my Twitter. So, but Twitch, Kick, follow
Kick.
me. I like how Kick turned from like it used to be a texting app to now it's a whole freaking streaming platform.
I don't even know that, bro.
Huh?
Interesting. I said I didn't know that. Interesting.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if it's the same thing, but I remember I used to have a Kick back in the day that was the messaging.
Yeah.
But it was the that days WhatsApp. Now
For real. For real. Things got wild on Kick, bro.
it really did. I don't understand. But yeah, other than that, that's all I have to say. You have anything else, Vic?
No. Have a good weekend.
Yep. Have a good weekend, everybody. And until next time, we're going to catch you guys later. We are out of here. Peace.